This is good racing, ladies and gentlemen, here. Cooking on board. The crowd are going bananas again for another Poole 5-1. Good evening and welcome to the Pirates TV viewers this evening. What a meeting we have tonight. We have the Poole Wessex Marine Pirates taking on the Plymouth Gladiators. Now, this fixture has tried to happen on many occasions this year. It's been postponed on 4 occasions. Twice here at Poole, twice down at the Coliseum at Plymouth. Where are the guys sitting in the league? Well, Poole are sat in 3rd place on 12 points. Oxford are top, the Cheetahs, and the Scorpions are second from Scunthorpe. They're sat on 14 points apiece, so but Poole have a few matches in hand on those above them. Where are Plymouth sat in the standings tonight? Well, they're sat 7th. They're trying to chase that all-important 4th place. And they're a couple of points off of that as well, but they also have matches in hand. So they're going to be needing to win matches like we have here tonight. So, what's happening with tonight's meeting? Well, there's been a change to the Plymouth lineup. We're going to go and head to the pits and our roaming reporter Rob Dyer and see what he can tell us about that.
Well, ahead of tonight's meeting, we've asked Tobias to come and have a word with us pre-meeting. Tobias, back at Poole Stadium, racing has been off and on really here for the Pirates and for yourself, of course, on the continent. But last time we saw you, you had a rather large crash, but I'm glad to report that you look to be okay. Tell us how you're feeling.
I'm a lot better than I was here last time now. A couple of weeks off helped me for sure, and yeah, the angle is much better now. Still stiff, but it's a lot better.
And certainly it was a high-speed crash that you had against Edinburgh. You trapped underneath the fence there. Must be quite a feeling as you drive into that fence and get caught there. How do you tackle that?
I tried it a lot in my career, so I know how it is and how it feels like. But I felt a heavy burning in my foot when I lay it out there, so I just need to take it easy before getting up. And I'm just happy I didn't break anything. That's the main thing. And to walk away from that and keep on to race today is the main thing. So, yeah.
Now, the Pirates have got a run of home matches coming up every Wednesday for the next 5 or 6 weeks. That must be good for the confidence and your knowledge of the track here as the Pirates push towards the top of the league.
Yeah, it's always hard when you have 1 week with a lot of meetings and then you have 14 days off before you're here again. So now we're looking ahead of a lot of meetings in a row, so it's going to be good for everybody to get going now.
And on Friday, Pirates go to Redcar. I guess that's a track that you've never been to before.
No, I actually been there twice, so I know the track is it's a good track, so I'm looking forward to it actually. So yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be good to get away wins on the board to make sure the Pirates secure their playoff place. And it looks like the league is sorting itself out now. Pirates look like they're going to make playoffs, but still a lot of meetings to go and a lot of hard races for you and the rest of the boys to encounter.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is to get to that playoff. That's all we want to do, and it starts tonight by winning.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck, Tobias. We hope you have a very safe meeting, and we're looking to see if you can get a good score on the board tonight.
Yeah, cheers everyone.
Thank you. Okay, well, good to have Nico COVATTI back at Poole Stadium after a few weeks away and recovering from injury. And Nico, how are you feeling these days? I noticed that your wrist is very sort of scarred. Is that part of your injuries or an old one?
Yeah, we passed the last few months, last 4 weeks, 5 weeks after my first time coming here to rest and try to recover and then come back. And feeling very good now, feeling better. I had a good job last time at Plymouth at the home meeting, my first home meeting, with 11 points. So feeling a lot better now. Need to try to come back the confidence, and I still working very hard for that. And yeah, we will see tonight. I think we have a good team, and we try to do the best.
Yes, Gladiators certainly a very strong outfit all the way through, and for you to come in at number 1 and lead the team, that must be an honour for you.
Yeah, and I still have a very hard work for me, you know, because it's only very, very early for me to start this season. I have only a few meetings, but still fighting. We still have chance for the playoff, so we need to try to win. We know this is very good whole team, Poole, but have a good strong riders. But we try the best, and we will see.
I think most people were hoping that the Gladiators would come tonight with their full 1-7 side, but injury has hit again, and Dan Thompson has had to stand down from the meeting. But a good rider in Drew Kemp coming in, former Pirate, he knows this track well, and he will bolster your team.
Yeah, of course, we have a very good guest tonight, so hopefully we have a good side. So I think we have good confidence for tonight, and Ben Barker is a very good rider, so he all time fighting. So yeah, we will see. I have a very good confidence in this track, so I use active.
And last week it was Speedway of Nations. You were representing Italy. Tell us your view on that particular event.
Yeah, very, very hard meeting for me, especially in that level. All riders have many meetings this season, and I have maybe 2-3 this season. So very high conditions, so much rain in the days before. So the track is not normally like track, because Bellevue is a very, very good track, but in that condition it's very heavy, difficult to see in front. But yeah, I try to do my best, but I try, of course, to save my body, because it's still a little bit early for me. So of course I try to save and I want to finish this season with no any crash anymore. So yeah, now I try to finish with Plymouth the best as possible.
Well, it's great to see you back at Poole. We hope you have a very safe and enjoyable meeting here tonight. Thanks for your time, Nico.
Thank you very much.
So here are our elite riders for this evening. So we'll start with the Pirates team. Richard Lawson at number 1 scored a 15-point max here last time out against Plymouth in May. Poole fans would like to see more of that from him tonight. At number 2, Tobias THOMSEN crashes in Denmark and here at Wimborne Road last time out against Edinburgh. I've seen him struggle for a bit of fitness of late. Let's hope he's trouble-free and fitness and ready to go this evening. At number 3, Ben Cook. He's become a busy boy since signing to race in Poland. More track time will benefit the Pirates skipper. Some of the heat races I've seen from the Polish League, he's enjoying himself very much out there. At number 4, Zach Cook. The Aussie celebrated his 25th birthday on Monday. Back being partnered by his brother on track. That saw him meeting up 2 heat wins in the last meeting home to Edinburgh. That was his first heat win here since May. At number 5, Tom Brennan will receive a massive welcome home from the Pirates crowd, having picked up a gold medal at the Speedway of Nations with Team GB. Fast becoming a crowd favourite here with his never give up riding style. At number 6, Sam Hagon. 4th in the Speedway of Nations 2 with Team GB. The team narrowly missed out on a medal. Came in for Dan Thompson, who had a nasty crash in that meeting. Found the track conditions very difficult there, but he'll be more at home back at Wimborne Road tonight. And at number 7, Vinnie FOORD. Do not take your eyes off this guy. He gives each race absolutely everything. Becoming a fan's favourite here in such a short time. The phrase "ride it like you've stolen it" is not wasted on this fella. And our team manager is Neil Middleditch. So we move over to the Plymouth Gladiators. Nico COVATTI, he's back from injury to take his place in the Gladiators lineup. We'll soon find out how fit the former Pirate is. At number 2, Alfie BOWTELL. This is his 8th visit to Wimborne Road. Scored 3 points on his last one. He'll need to up that if the Gladiators are to trouble the Pirates tonight. At number 3, Drew Kemp. He comes in place of injured Dan Thompson. The former 2022 former Pirate comes in as a guest. In his last 3 visits here at Wimborne Road, he has scored double figures in each of them. Manager Garry May has been very astute at the tape bringing this guest in. At number 4, Kyle Newman. The hometown boy mustered up just 1 point on his last visit in May. We don't expect to see that again this evening. At number 5, Ben Barker. Could be the danger man to the Pirates. Best points haul here was back in 2021 where he scored 16. He and the Gladiators will be hoping for some of that tonight. At number 6, Joe Thompson. Former Pirate bagged a 3rd place here in the National Development League Riders Championships just a few weeks back. Knows the tracks well and really could upset the apple cart here for the Pirates. And at number 7, Jacob Hook. Scored a good 5+1 from 4 rides in his last visit here. and that included a win in Heat 2. Can he do this again tonight? We will look out and see. And obviously, their ever-present manager is Garry May.
Lane, and a look along the line of the Plymouth Gladiators who are here on league action tonight, and no doubt hoping to do considerably better than when they were last here in the BSN series meeting. That was a heavy defeat for the Pro Park Gladiators. Tonight, well, they've come with the hope of doing a lot better, and who knows, maybe giving the Pirates a real run for their money. And I'm sure they were hoping to have a full 1-7 here tonight, but the unfortunate injury to Dan Thompson has derailed those plans. So Drew Kemp comes in as a very able guest to take the place of one of those Thompson twins. And I understand that maybe Dan could have a run out after the meeting tonight, depending on how he feels. So we'll see what happens later on. In shot here is Nico COVATTI, the man who's been brought in to fill the number 1 slot. Should have been there from the start of the season, of course, but events conspired to cause him to miss a big chunk of the opening weeks. But he's now back. He's riding regularly again. He was in the Speedway of Nations up at Bellevue last week, and of course he'll be out to do his very, very best for the Gladiators this evening. Let us just have a quick look onto the Poole side. And we've got riders just preparing themselves for the Grand Parade. I think most of the Pirate riders are here. There's some work going on still on Tom Brennan's equipment. We might get to that in a minute. And here's Richard Lawson in shot, our testimonial man on the 1st of September, with Sam Masters and Chris Harris already signed into the select side that will take on the Pirates on that day, and hope for a kind day of weather and a great turnout for Richard, who's been a fantastic servant for the Pirates in those seasons he's been here. There's Tobias THOMSEN. Good to see Tobias ready for action after that big tumble he had against Edinburgh. A couple of weeks off have done him the world of good, and he's now fit and raring to go. And here's the work going on with Tom Brennan, gold medalist from the Speedway of Nations, even though it was only in a supporting role. And looks like Tom's got a few issues here to resolve before we go racing this evening. But no doubt those will be sorted, and he'll be ready to go out for parade very, very shortly. Zach Cook giving a hand there. Zach, who is probably looking for more rides, to be perfectly honest, since the demise of his slot at the Brummies. There's only been a few meetings for the Pirates. The sporadic fixture list that has been thrust upon many clubs this year, not doing the riders a lot of favours, and talk to them, you know that they all ask for track time, and Zach will be one of those riders looking for more track time for sure. Panning in now to Sam Hagon in conversation with John Davis. Sam, of course, who stepped in to replace Dan Thompson after his injury in Speedway of Nations 2, and did his very, very best on the big Bellevue circuit. And, well, who knows what would have happened if Dan had been able to run his full course of rides. But it's been a big season for Sam Hagon. He's won big meetings and improves regularly. So tonight he continues his reserve slot for the Pirates, and he's trying to get a little bit of consistency, I think, into his racing, is the word that coming out of the Hagen camp. Down at the end, in a new set of Pirates Kevlars, great to see him back. Vinnie FOORD, will have heard from him pre-meeting, and Vinnie there, of course, still learning the sport and has a lot to take in. But with the Pirates, well, what better place to learn your trade? And with experienced riders up and down pit lane, then he'll be getting all the best advice going. His injured wrist no longer a problem, apparently, and as long as he can stay on the bike for 4 laps, we're guaranteed fireworks this evening against strong opposition in the Plymouth reserves. They've often been touted as the best in the championship, and a chance for them to prove tonight that that's the case. Relaxed pose there for Neil Middleditch. Hope the cameraman doesn't pan in too closely to that one. And Ben Cook there sitting up on the gantry. Again, Ben, with such a fantastic start to his career out in Poland in the last month, has really been taken to the hearts of the fans over there at Leszno. The Bulls faithful really do like the little man from Cowra in New South Wales. Conference time between Zach and Richard as they get their flags ready. With the parade time coming up, the clock ticking down to 7:30, and I think in a very few minutes' time we'll be off and running. So as the Plymouth boys do their huddle, it's time to pass you back to Scott over in the grandstand, who will pick up the parade and take you through racing as it unfolds here in the Cab Direct Championship at Poole Stadium this evening. Over to you, Scotty.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Good job as always in there in the pits. Ben Barker there having an in-depth chat with Garry May. Doesn't look too serious by the look on Garry May's face. Big thanks to you all for joining us on Pirates TV. We really do appreciate you signing up and signing in every week. Without you, we are not here. So we want to continue to bring the sport to you. And as you can see, a nice sunny evening here. Not a cloud in the sky at Wimborne Road, and it's been pretty much like that since midday in the local area. As you can hear, we're about to bring the riders out for the Grand Parade. So we'll hand you over to our stadium on-field announcer, which is Nigel Leahy. Gladiators music being played from the TV series. Those who are old enough to remember Gladiators. Remember Hunter and the Wolfman? I think I remember Jet. There we go. Let's head across centre green. I'm sure they will get a small ripple of applause from the Pirates faithful here.
And on the other side, it's time to welcome the boys in blue. Well in contention for a top of the table place, unbeaten on home soil. They'll be aiming to keep it that way. Back to full strength tonight after a couple of injuries. It's a full 1-7 welcome for our own Poole Wessex Marine Pirates!
Yeah, can we just remind you about the copyright? You don't want to be closing accounts or blocking people from Pirates TV broadcasts. The copyright of tonight's stream is owned by Pirates TV, and any reproduction and sharing we do not want to see. So please, please, please help us. Keep us here doing what we wish to do, which is bring you action here from Wimborne Road. Nice to welcome one of my buddies tonight. He's just messaged me, Dylan, from the Birmingham Speedway podcast. Great work he does with them. So pleased to see you're here on Pirates TV with us tonight. Thanks, mate.
Along with some special guests who are going to make the presentations to two of our riders. So first of all, we'd like to welcome Mandy Smith, who's going to make a presentation on behalf of the ref. And that will be going tonight to Tom Brennan.
So the Riders Equipment Fund here have been collecting. Tom Brennan receives a donation towards his equipment.
For the riders throughout the year, every one of the Pirates will receive a generous donation to their cause. And also making a presentation, please welcome Mike Brown, and he'll be presenting to Sam Hagon. Mike and Mandy, both firm and positive members of our Riders Equipment Fund. I can also tell you that another benefactor or a benefactor of the Riders Equipment Fund this week was Max Perry, who was sent a donation as well. So we haven't left Max out, and delighted to be able to help Max as well. Thanks to all of you on the Riders Equipment Fund, and if you'd like to know more, ask any of the people around Wimborne Road who Stan and Val are. They'll point them out, and we'd be lovely to see some new members and grow that fund still more. Alright, well, the Gladiators have had their own injury woes. They're without Dan Thompson tonight. They've got their number one back in place, and they have pulled through with matches in hand on virtually all the other teams above them. They can still climb the league, and they could be in the running for that playoff place in September. Time to meet them then. In number 7 spot, he led a Heat 2 5-1 on his last trip to Dorset. He scored in all but in one of his rides. It's Jacob Hook. Then number 6, packing a punch at number 6 after settling in well in Devon this term, Joe Thompson. Number 5, he put in a long shift of a full count of 7 rides in the BSN tie here in May. It's their skipper, Ben Barker. Number 4, he's wearing the blue and yellow this year. There'll always be a warm welcome in here at Poole for Kyle Newman. And number 3, he's shown that he still knows a quick way around Wimborne Road since being a Pirate in 2022. Their guest this evening is Drew Kemp. Number 2, he's consistently scoring above his average since returning to the Plymouth Coliseum, Alfie BOWTELL. And at number 1, he's rewarded the Gladiators' faith with a double-figure score on his full return 2 weeks ago from a crippling pre-season injury. It's welcome back to Nico COVATTI. All right, currently nestling in the top 3 of the championship, these boys can go to the top and share the lead with a win tonight in front of their home fans. Play your part as we meet them tonight at number 7. He scared us all, and himself a bit, I think, with a spectacular crash a couple of weeks ago. He's bounced back tonight, Vinnie FOORD. Number 6 has earned his place this year with the Team GB youth side, and we know exactly why. It's Sam Hagon. Number 5, he became a world champion with Team GB at Bellevue on Saturday. It's Tom Brennan. Number 4, he turned in a big contribution to the Pirates' win against the Monarchs 2 weeks ago, Zach Cook. Moving to number 3, who's reunited our super pairing of brothers, our captain, Ben Cook. Number 2, he's determined as ever, a 100% racer, committed to the cause, Tobias THOMSEN. And our number 1 finished last time with a big Heat 15 win to thwart the maximum from his opposite number, Richard Lawson. I've got the 2 captains here with me, Ben Barker and Ben Cook, the 2 Bens. They'll spin the coin. Heads calls Ben, and it's tails. Ben Barker calls heads, it's tails, so it's Ben Cook to choose.
Toss and take 1 and 3. track has dried immensely since probably the riders walked the track just about 6:30. We do apologise for the loss of comms there. For a brief moment we had a few technical difficulties. Welcome to live streaming, live TV. Sometimes these things can happen for no apparent reason. I'm not a technophobe, but I don't know. I just have to turn things on and off and hope it works again. That's how I deal with things, but hopefully you're all back now and you can hear us loud and clear.
I did it when Poole was on, but you switched just as I changed.
Yeah, these practice starts and all that are very much needed for the guys to just check out whether they've got the right setups. Is the track feeling the same as it was the last time they were here? Jinx Edinburgh back on the 3rd of July. I always feel the riders in Heat 1 don't really get a great deal of time to change. I suppose if they do get a time to change, they must decide after just one lap of going round what to change and get in the pits pretty quickly if they need a change. Ben Barker there, you can see the last one off the track. Proper racer Ben Barker, he just gets on with it. So you can see a few bits going on there. To the side of Richard Lawson's bike, he's now looking for a pair of goggles by the looks of things. There's goggles flying everywhere there in Richard Lawson's goggle box. He's looking for a set that looks like they're clear, or he's looking for a tinted lens, possibly.
Join us in the grandstand to watch that. You don't need to go to the track spot. It's right behind the Greyhound track with the riders all taking part. Your SCV Grant Henderson tank is refereeing.
Seems the Pirates, having won the toss, will be off of 1 and 3.
No smoking is permitted inside the stadium except in the designated areas.
A few adjustments there, another half turn on the clutch there for Tom Brennan. The clutch plates are held together by a spring, and you can adjust that spring of how tight you want the clutch to bite. Tom's been out and had a spin and obviously decided he needs a little bit more bite on the clutch from the start for the conditions of the track this evening. When the track is in such condition and so warm as it has been today, it's not the warmest day we've had down here at Wimborne Road this year. That was a couple of weeks ago. There was a 30-degree heat that day, and the track was very difficult to prepare. The offshore winds that come in over the stadium down here at Poole were particularly warm on that day and were drying the track as fast as they were putting the water on it. Try to put it on gradually as the day, from the start of the day, from early morning, our track creators get here, start work on the track. Richard Lawson round to the line first. I think tonight the track looks particularly grippy on the inside. Some new shell has been laid here in the last couple of weeks. I think that's why Ben Cook has taken 1 and 3. So here we go then. Heat 1, sponsored by KD Wardrobes. In gate 1 in blue for the Pirates is Tobias THOMSEN. In gate 2 in yellow for the Gladiators is Alfie BOWTELL. Gate 3 in red for the Pirates. They're number 1, the Rocket Man, Richard Lawson, and in gate 4 in white, back from injury, Nico COVATTI for the Gladiators.
On gate number 3 for the Pirates, Richard Lawson.
Rob Wadham, our ever-present start marshal here at Poole.
Gate number 4, the outside gate, is Nico COVATTI.
Him and Colin Jones share the starting duties.
Gate number 2, Alfie BOWTELL.
So here we go, the riders are in. Our referee Paul Carrington is ready. Takes her up on heat 1 and away we go, and Lawson's made a flyer. A bit of touch in there in the first corner. Red lights come on in the interest of safety. Bit of first corner bunch in there. Track looked a little patchy going into turn 1 there.
A bit of difficulty up there on turn 1 in heat number 1.
I'm sure it's going to be all 4 back. The rider on the inside, Tobias THOMSEN, was not there and then had an awful lot of grip. Sent him straight on. Here we go, look at the rider in blue. He got there and then, yeah, both riders getting there at the same time. I'm sure that will be all 4 back. Nothing untoward there for me.
So Alfie, of course, down there on the deck, and picks himself up. Hopefully, no harm done. Often in the fight, he comes off worse, picking up shale in the works. So he'll get that checked out, and we'll be back. So he starts.
Yeah, Tobias just having a look at the track back round. The sun can sometimes be an issue at Wimborne Road. Just have another look. You can see on the inside it was a bit of both. I think BOWTELL had a bit of grip there and was going left, and Tobias THOMSEN had a bit of grip and was going right. I know the riders, there's a few riders here at this meeting tonight that if they're not doubling up for the top league, it's very difficult to make ends meet with all the equipment expenses, and there's a few riders here tonight in both sides that haven't ridden for a couple of weeks because there's just no rides for them at the moment. One of those I can mention is obviously Zach Cook, who lost his ride at the Brummies a few weeks back. So he's now only riding in the championship, and unlike his brother Ben, who's doubling up here with Bellevue in the Premiership, Poole in the championship, and now he's off to Leszno in the Extraliga in Poland. So he's getting plenty of track time. 2 minutes has been put back on by referee Carrington, and there's only a minute left to go.
1 minute there for heat 1.
BOWTELL is now on his way and running. So we have a rerun of heat 1. On the inside in blue, Tobias THOMSEN for the Pirates. In gate 2 is Alfie BOWTELL in yellow for the Gladiators. In gate 3 is the Rocket Man, Richard Lawson, in red for the Pirates. And in gate 4 in white for the Gladiators is Nico COVATTI. Former Pirate Nico COVATTI knows his way round here. Obviously just coming back from injury. Started well. Got himself into double figures in his first meeting for the Gladiators. Up and away we go in heat 1. It's a better one that time from BOWTELL. Lawson makes it, BOWTELL locks up, lets Tobias THOMSEN up the inside. Lawson had filled in COVATTI. COVATTI just took a tear off. He is absolutely plastered and cannot see, and Tobias took advantage of that and went up the inside of the back straight, and it's the Pirates out front for a 5-1. And looking good. The two Plymouth guys look absolutely filled in. It's can happen here. It's the Pirates out front. They don't know anything about what's going on behind. We've got BOWTELL looking down at his bike. COVATTI continues. Tobias THOMSEN is caught up with Richard Lawson. Lawson's letting him go by. So it's going to be a win in blue for Tobias THOMSEN, red and white as they come over the line. So it's a 5-1 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. Here comes your race winner, Tobias THOMSEN. He comes round and takes the plaudits of the Poole faithful. Becoming a fan's favourite here, Tobias THOMSEN. It's hard charging style. Everybody loves a trier. Tobias has a bit of class to go with that as well. So, confirmation of heat number 1 result. It's a 5-1 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. The win for Tobias THOMSEN in blue. He picks up the 3 points. Second in red was Richard Lawson. He picks up a couple. Third was Nico COVATTI, absolutely plastered. He picks up a point. And in fourth was Alfie BOWTELL. So the match score after 1 heat is 5 to the Pirates, 1 to the Gladiators. 2 minutes is already on for heat 2. Our referee Paul Carrington getting on with the job. Sometimes we do have issues with the sun here as it goes down lower towards sort of heat. Can be anywhere between 3 and 5. Can be a little bit blinding for the riders, and sometimes we have to have a 10-minute break. It's quite clearly not a lot of chance of rain this evening, so that could happen if we need to. So here we go, it's heat 2, sponsored by Compact Lifting Services. And in gate 1 in white we have Joe Thompson, the former Pirate, for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in red we have the flying Sam Hagon for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow we have Jacob Hook for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in blue we have Vinnie FOORD for the Pirates. And Vinnie FOORD epitomises ride it like you stole it. That's exactly how this boy rides. Sometimes he's guilty of overriding and he knows that. But from what we've seen so far, the couple of meetings he's been here, he's entertainment personified. Jacob Hook won his first heat here last time out when the Gladiators were here. We're up and away on heat 2. The Gladiators have made a very good start indeed. They are out front, the 2 Gladiators boys. Sam Hagon now taking chase to Joe Thompson, going wide. Hook's gone at the front in yellow, the same as he did in May when he was here in heat 2. Sam Hagon trying the outside. Thompson looking over his shoulder, picks up on, leaves a gap for Hagon. Hagon's coming up the inside. No, he's had to kind of put the brakes on that he doesn't have. It's all about that second and third place. Hagon trying everything he knows. He's going to have a lap and a bit to do it. Caddy Bick back on. He's going round wide again. Thompson drifts out a little bit, cuts on the inside. It's a big one round the outside for Hagon now. It's not looking like he's going to do it. It's Jacob Hook in yellow takes the win, followed by white, red and blue. It's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Gladiators. Garry May will be very pleased with that. There is your heat winner, Jacob Hook, just as he did in May. Shot out the front and won the heat. The riders head back in as we have confirmation of the heat 2 result. It's a win In yellow for Jacob Hook, he picks up the 3 points in second, followed on by his partner Joe Thompson in the all-important 2 points. In third in red was Sam Hagen, try as he could not make inroads on the front two, and at the back on this occasion Vinnie Foord. So the match score after 2 heats is 6 to the Pirates and 6 to the Gladiators. Gladiators really did make a super start there. Closed the door on Sam Hagen, left him nowhere to go. Vinnie was round the outside, but then spun up a bit and got cut off by Sam. Sam then went big and wide and high. Pretty much showed Joe Thompson what was coming. Thompson rode mid-track and knew that he was safe, that he could cover the undercut and he could cover coming around the outside. And after 2 heats, we've got a track grade which is quite unusual here. Riders very interested to see what is going on there. Kyle Newman there for the Gladiators, obviously won a few gongs here with Poole in the past. Local boy, hometown hero. Sometimes the way that the points work, it doesn't help the riders sometimes. So Kyle was unable to come back this time round. Richard Lawson there. Everybody making a few adjustments here to equipment. Looks like we're taking the clutch out of one of Tobias Thompson's bikes there and putting that in his bike that he used last time round, even though he won. Tom Brennan, what a week he's had, being part of that Team GB winning Speedway Nations team. Josh Goodwin there, mechanic for Zach Cook. 500cc grass track sidecar rider is Josh. Very adept at it too. One of the top riders in this country in the 500cc sidecar. Spanners on his Wednesdays because he doesn't live too far from here to help fund his grass track hobby. There's Drew Kemp in white, guest this evening. His last 5 occasions he's ridden Wimborne Road, he has had double figure scores, and that is why the very astute management of Garry May has brought him in. So here we go. It's Heat 3, sponsored by BIAS Technology. And in gate 1 on the inside in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. It was his birthday on Monday, he was 25. In gate 2 in white, the former Pirate Drew Kemp for the Gladiators as guest. He's in white. In gate 3 in red is Ben Cook, the captain of the Pirates. And in gate 4 in yellow is Kyle Newman for the Gladiators, the hometown boy here in Dorset. Bit of gardening there for Drew Kemp. I think we've seen from the first heats that gates 1 and 3 seem to have a distinct advantage. All the points in the first 2 heats coming from those 2 gates, but here we go. The clock counts down. Our start marshal's ready. Tapes are up and away we go. And what a great jump by the 2 Cook brothers. Drew Kemp gets between them. Finds a bit of grip on the outside. Zach Cook comes in, squeezes him, leaves him room. Allows his brother to come up underneath Drew Kemp. Good move there from Zach. Bends very hard. Kemp has now seemed to have given up the ghost. but it's the two Poole boys out front as predicted. Gates 1 and 3 doing the business again, but Kemp got there from 2. Just got and found himself in the wrong place on the track. Zach Cook out front in blue, followed by his brother in red, Ben Cook, and at the back in yellow is Kyle Newman, but it's a win for Zach Cook in blue, followed by red, followed by yellow. It's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Pirates.
Zach Cook and Ben Cook in heat number 3.
There are your 5-1 heroes, the Cook brothers. Big good morning to Mick and Liz. It's about 3 in the morning probably out there in Australia. Mum and Dad of Zach and Ben. Tune into Pirates TV every week. Your boys done good, Mick and Liz. Your boys have done good in Heat 3. Here's the confirmation of the Heat 3 result. 5-1 heat advantage in the favour of the Pirates. It was a win for Zach Cook in blue. In second, followed on by his brother, Ben Cook in red. Third was Carl Newman in yellow. And at the back, failed to finish, was Drew Kemp. So, the match score after 3 heats is 11 to the Pirates, 7 to the Gladiators.
Coming through to join in second place, Ben Cook in red.
And here we go, you can see the initial jump here. The Cook brothers make the jump. They both move perfectly and they look like they're going to make it to the first turn, but Drew Kemp really gets in there, gets between them, drifts a little wide and lets Zach come up the inside. He kept it on and stayed riding alongside Zach, so he couldn't turn as early, and that left the door wide open. It was like a barn door wide open, and let Ben Cook come through on the inside and take the 5-1. So here we are now, round at Heat 4. Great camera shot from the middle of the track, that is. Two minutes is down to 1 minute 14 again. And referee Paul Carrington looking to get this meeting moving. So here we go, Heat 4, sponsored by Top Class Consultancy. In Gate 1 in blue for the Pirates is the all-inspiring, all-fast Vinnie FOORD. In Gate 2 in yellow is Jacob Hook. He won first time out in Heat 2. Gate 3 in red is Tom Brennan, the gold medalist with Team GB at the Speedway Nations. And in Gate 4 in white is Ben Barker for the Gladiators. No, he's not waving to the crowd there, he's asking where the lights are. Start lights go green before they then look at the tape to say that the referee and the start marshal are all ready. So there we go, the tapes are up and away we go. Vinnie FOORD was so slow on the uptake of dropping the clutch there. It's Tom Brennan out front, being chased by Barker. Barker likes these sorts of conditions. It's a bit of a racer's track at the minute. Bits of grip everywhere. He's not decided to go out wide just yet. I think the track might be a bit patchy looking at the way that the guys are going in. Barker has a look over his shoulder. Vinnie FOORD's now got up to the back of Jacob Hook. Can he do something there? He stayed tight on the inside. Nobody looking to go wide yet. Vinnie making a bit of a move there on Jacob Hook going into turn 3. Doesn't seem to be getting anywhere near as fast round the inside. Hook's gone off the line. It's left Vinnie a little chance. Hook's gone off the line then. Can Vinnie come up the inside? It's a winner for the rider in red. White, followed by yellow, followed by blue. It's a 3-all heat score. It's a result of Heat 4. A win for the rider in red, Tom Brennan. As you can see him there in shot. Here is your confirmation of the Heat 4 result. It's a win for the rider in red, Tom Brennan. And second in white was Ben Barker. Third, followed home by his partner Jacob Hook in yellow. And in fourth at the back was Vinnie Foord in blue for the Pirates. So your match score after 4 heats, 14 to the Pirates, 10 to the Gladiators. Here we go again. See from the start, Vinnie missed the jump there totally. Crown Park Gladiators didn't need a second invitation to take positions 2 and 3, but it was Brennan out front. He was gone. Trapped it nicely from gate 3. Started to pull away. Never even looked like he was going to be headed. The tapes have been taken down. I'm wondering whether we're having a track grade now or not. Here's our gate stats showing how the gate stats go. Sorry, I got misover. Yeah, fastest time for Tom Brennan there by 100th of a second that he's done this season, so that's lovely. Gate 1 there, yep, 2 wins from gate 1, nothing from gate 2, 2 wins from gate 3. You would say gates 1 and 3 are a massive advantage currently. We are heading over to the pits and our roaming reporter, Rob Dyer.
Well, let's just take a quick look and see what's going on pit side. Garry May observing the antics. Quick word with Garry. Yeah. Garry, last time you came here it was a bit of a drubbing, but tonight looking to turn that around.
Yeah, we are. You know, we come here and try our best. You know, Poole a strong side, and I'd like to keep it close if I can. You know, because there's always the aggregate point to look for. But Poole a very strong side, so they got 3 good riders that can go out and get all double figures. So, yeah, but we'll keep plugging away.
I'm sure you will. We've got good reserves. What are the conditions out there? It looks a little bit on the heavy side to start with.
Yeah, the track's a bit heavy, and I think the Poole riders are moaning about it. So my riders are not. We just get on with it, but. Yeah, it is a bit heavy, a bit wet, I suppose, and but it did have a lot of rain here Monday and Tuesday, so it might have been it, or it just overwatered it, you know. But as you saw Nico in the first race, he couldn't see, just got filled up, and that was the end of it. So, yeah, we'll just keep plugging away.
It's been a stop-start season, hasn't it? Really, for fixtures, big gaps, and it doesn't help the continuity at all.
No, it doesn't. Even supporters, you read the forums, and they're getting fed up with it, and. Some riders ride all the time. 3 of my riders here tonight haven't ridden for 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? And it isn't no good. It isn't no good for Speedway. It isn't no good for anything, And, I don't blame them if they retire at the end of the year and there'll be 3 less riders because they can earn more money at work. Instead of riding Speedway, you need to be, fixtures need to be, every other week or whatever. You need to be home away twice. You need to be... All right, so they've had to sort it out. But obviously, with Oxford riding in 3 leagues, you couldn't do that this year. So, in fact, Oxford probably buggered the league up, buggered the championship up. You know what I mean? But that's it.
Just when it looked like you're going to have a settled 1-7, Dan Thompson picked up a knock at the weekend, and that's thrown a spanner in the works.
Yeah, I've only had a 1-7, I think, once this year. Well, maybe twice. But Nico did a couple of laps and he pulled his leg when he was here before. Then I think it was Edinburgh at home. We had, as the only time, I had a full 1-7, and we beat Edinburgh. So, once they're all here and going, that's it. But like you say, Dan Thompson took a knock now, and the way he's riding this year is, really riding well, and he's probably a good heat leader for me, and what he averages on. So, no, it's a shame, but hopefully he'll be back for Saturday, and then we've got Oxford at home to see what happens. We've got to start winning our home meetings all the time, you know what I mean? So, and then pick up a few points away. But it'll be hard here tonight. Poole a strong side, but that's life, isn't it?
Well, let's hope the weather's kind to you on Saturday. The forecast isn't particularly good at the moment, but let's hope you can get out on track and give it another whirl around the Coliseum.
Yeah, that's it. All the riders have got another week off. You know what I mean? Again, they're not riding. Yeah. You know what I mean? So... No, it needs to be sorted out in the winter. Riders need to be riders. You're going to keep losing them, you know what I mean? When you got a rider, go away to Glasgow and earn 75 quid and come all the way back. He could stay at home and earn that. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't have a wet drive, and he wouldn't have no vans, no bikes. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Well, thanks for your views, Gary. It's always good to talk to you, and an honest view as well. But carry on with the good work for the Glads and see how we get on later on.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I love it at Plymouth. Yeah, I love it. So, yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
Bye.
There we go. 2-minute time allowance is running. So I'll pass you back to Scott Mitchell up in the grandstand after that extended chat with Garry May.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. You know, very interesting chat there with Garry May. He doesn't pull any punches when he's talking about Poole Speedway. Absolutely loves it. Knows the sport inside out. A very astute manager, and it's a worrying thing when you hear him say something like that somebody goes all the way to Glasgow for 75 quid, and it's cost him a fortune. I was in Glasgow playing darts, and I've only got to take some darts with me, and I can tell you now that cost me more than 75 quid driving up there and back, just that, without running a bike or anything. So yeah, you've got to feel for these riders. Something needs to be done. They need to be riding more regularly, and a way has got to be worked out how they do that. But here we go. We are on to Heat 5, sponsored by Trethowens, friends of the club. In Gate 1 in yellow is Alfie BOWTELL for the Gladiators. Gate 2 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. Gate 3 is Nico COVATTI in white for the Gladiators. And in Gate 4, Zach Cook in blue for the Pirates. And he won his first ride out in Heat 3. I heard Garry May say Nico got plastered there. You've only got to look at the front of his Kevlars to see he was right in the mire. When they get the head-on shot, when they line up, you will see that. So Heat 5 is underway, and away we go. COVATTI makes a good one. Ben Cook's up the inside of him. Oh, COVATTI really went round the outside there. The former Pirate, knowing his way around here, seems to have found a setup and looks quick. Can Ben Cook do anything about it? The rider's still staying low at the minute. Low to mid-track is where the grip is. The outside still looks a little bit too far at the moment. COVATTI drifts off the line, but then shuts the door on Ben Cook. On the inside of the pit turn, COVATTI going wider and wider. Ben Cook looks the quicker rider here. If he goes too wide and makes a mistake, Cook will be there. COVATTI has drifted wide, but gets away with it. It's white, red, blue and yellow as they come over the line.
Gladiators number 1 looking much more like the number 1 we know he can be. Good to see it back in
So COVATTI takes a second win for the Gladiators on the evening at Heat 5. There's your winner in shot. Here's the confirmation of your Heat 5 result. It's a 3-all heat score. It was a win in white for the Gladiators in the form of Nico COVATTI. In second was Ben Cook in red for the Pirates. In third was Zach Cook in blue for the Pirates. And at the back was Alfie BOWTELL in yellow for the Gladiators. So, 5 heats in. The progressive match score is 17 to the Pirates, 13 to the Gladiators. Here we go off the start. Ben Cook gets across BOWTELL and is out there. Has to pull a bit of a locker. COVATTI just snuck up on him on the outside. I don't know whether he thought that was Zach coming through. COVATTI then was never headed. Made a couple of mistakes out front, but Ben Cook wasn't close enough. So we head into Heat 6. Heat 6 sponsored by MB Wilkes for all your sand, soils and gravels services. Gate 1 in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In gate 2 in white is the hard charging Ben Barker for the Gladiators. In gate 3 in red, won his first heat, Tobias THOMSEN for the Pirates. And in gate 4, Joe Thompson, no relation, is in yellow for the Gladiators. One of the things that does happen here, if you're new to the stream, darts do get ripped up here a little at Wimborne Road. When you get that front view, you can see how after only 5 heats, some big ruts coming into and out of that start. So here we go then. Heat 6 is about to get underway, and away we go. Looks like a good knock the inside from Lawson. Pushes Barker wide. Tobias THOMSEN tries to come up the inside, but didn't quite have the legs on Barker. Barker is now following Lawson wheel for wheel. Tobias THOMSEN having a good look at Barker. Barker stays tight on this time around. Tobias THOMSEN gets alongside his front wheel, alongside Ben Barker's back wheel. This is where the action is. Tobias gets a lot of grip up the Harvey Avenue there, pulls a little wheelie. Tobias looks a little bit quicker than Barker. He's got a lap and a bit to do something about it. He's going high, wide and handsome now. Barker's got that covered. Tobias tries to cut back under the inside. Bit of leg trailing there from Thompson, a bit of a lift. Drifts out wide. The track's starting to settle down now. Tobias does a big one round the outside, but it's not going to be. It's a win for Lawson in red, white, blue and yellow as they come over the line. It's a 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. They stretch their lead. Here's your heat winner, Richard Lawson. Good crowd in tonight here at Wimborne Road. Richard Lawson appreciating the crowd. So here's confirmation of the Heat 6 result. 4-2 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. It's a win in red for the Rocket Man, Richard Lawson. Gate 2, second place in white, was Ben Barker for the Gladiators. In third was Tobias THOMSEN in blue for the Pirates, and at the back Joe Thompson didn't get to grips there at all in yellow. So after 6 heats, the match score so far 21 to the Pirates, 15 to the Gladiators.
Fourth in yellow, Joe Thompson. 4-2 to the Pirates.
Referee there, Paul Carrington.
21 to the Pirates, 15 to the Gladiators.
The man on the buttons this evening. So heat 7 is our next race to come. That one is sponsored by friends at Wessex Marine.
They're joined by Kemp and Newman.
Nice clean pair of boots there for Tom Brennan. Here we go. Heat 7 it is, sponsored by Wessex Marine in gate 1. In white is Drew Kemp for the Gladiators. Gate 2 in red is Tom Brennan for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow is Kyle Newman for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in blue is Sam Hagen for the Pirates. Drew Kemp flew out the start in his earlier race. There, a little look. The electronic ignition on Tom Brennan's bike. Now, Drew Kemp flew out of the start in heat 3. Got balked a bit after the first lap. And that's what happens, folks, when you win your first heat. Your bike stays pretty clean. So here we go then. Riders being called in. Well, start Marshall, Rob, Wadham. Tapes go up and away we go. And it's a good one from Drew again. Brennan touches Kyle Newman, takes his front wheel away. Bit of first corner bunch in there for me, but I'm sure our referee has the opportunity to put all four back. We'll have a little look again. It's a good start from Drew Kemp. He gets one over on Brennan. He pushes Brennan in turn, then goes out to the right and touches Newman. And Sam Hagen was lucky to kind of stay out of those problems. Newman down on the track. Probably more to give a little time for his mechanics to be able to clear the clutch out. Newman back to his feet. Nice ripple of applause from the Poole fans for the former Pirate. Alan R. Clark of the course there, making sure that Kyle is okay. Garry May out there with him as well. Jacob Hook also. Number 7 there, he won his first ride out in Heat 2. Newman trudges back to the pits. There we go. Gladiators are on tour. There are their faithful down on turn 2. Bar Bandits. They were not expecting, I was chatting with them before the meeting started, and they were not expecting to get too near to us this evening. They expected Poole to get 60 points. It possibly could happen, and there they are alongside the Never in Doubt corner. And that of the Pirates faithful who travel home and away. Yeah, he's there with his jazz hands. That's Chris. I suppose the mighty leader of the NID army, as they call themselves. Dugard helping out Tom Brennan there. Brennan cleaning some of the muck off the front wheel. Every time these guys make a start on this, the 500cc going through, and basically you dump the clutch when the bike just flies into gear. Well, that stretches the chain every time you make a start. So every time you do that, that means that you've got to adjust the chain. You just see the bottle there being poured into the frame. That's the mixing oil that goes in with the methanol to prevent the engine seizing. You have to have some sort of lubricant in the methanol, because the methanol burns so hot that the piston then expands and can go tight in the barrel of the engine. So it has to have some sort of lubricant. Just a reminder that any reproduction of, sharing or posting or illegal distribution of any content from this stream without permission will result in said account being closed and shut. The rights are reserved and owned by Pirates TV. Please don't forget that. So here we go, clutch cooler there on full blast on this dry clutch. All Speedway bikes have a dry clutch, and they work on friction, and obviously friction creates heat, and heat stops them gripping as well, so they cool these clutches down as much as they can so that they have a cold clutch, and when they drop the lever on the handlebar, the clutch plates grip together and propel the bike forward. Another way of doing it we saw earlier is just to tighten the clutch springs a little tighter so they grip quicker and harder. So Tom Brennan's back round, already at gate 2. You know, 1 and 3 have been more favourable in the early part of the meeting, and the Gladiators have 1 and 3 in the next 3 heats. So here we go, heat 7, sponsored by the team sponsor Wessex Marine. In gate 1 in white is Drew Kemp for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in red is Tom Brennan for the Pirates. Gate 3 in yellow is Kyle Newman for the Gladiators. In gate 4 in blue for the Pirates is Sam Hagon. Drew Kemp has made 2 great starts out of 2 this evening so far. Heat 7's up and away, but this time it's Brennan that makes a better one. But it's the Proud Park Gladiators in second and third taking chase. Kyle Newman's there in yellow. All sorts of problems there in front of Sam Hagon. I don't know whether that put him off slightly, but Sam goes down, clears the track to enable the race to continue. Well done, Sam. I'm sure we're going to look at that incident later, but it's Tom Brennan out front by a country mile. He's got his setup working. He's attacking the track. He's making it work. Comes round with 1 lap to go. Newman's in second in yellow. Drew Kemp now cruising at the back in white. But it's going to be a win for the rider in red in the form of Tom Brennan. It's 2 out of 2 for him. Second is Carl Newman in yellow. And third will be Drew Kemp in white for the Gladiators. So a 3-all heat score is the result of heat 7. Here's your heat winner in red. Tom Brennan taking the applause from the crowd. Here's the confirmation of that heat 7 result. A 3-all heat score. It's a win for Tom Brennan in red for the Pirates. Second in yellow, Carl Newman. Third in white, Drew Kemp. And at the back in blue, Sam Hagon, having fallen off. So our match score after 7 heats is 24 to the Pirates, 18 to the Gladiators. The Pirates have a 6-point lead, and you can see here Brennan makes a good one over Drew Kemp. The 2 Gladiators get there together. Kemp spins up on the inside, and going into turn 3, Kemp straightens up, causes a few problems for Sam Hagon. Sam Hagon then shut off to avoid hitting Drew Kemp up the backside, and as you shut these machines off, the wheel then starts to grip rather than spin, and he gripped and launched himself a little, straightened himself, and ended up biting at the shell. A little unfortunate, not his fault. But we're heading over the pits now as we have a track grade and our roaming reporter Rob Dyer.
To the number 2 bike over there on the far side. So Richard was complaining earlier in the evening at Heat 1 that as Richard's going to tell us all about it. Tell us, Richard, I know you said after the first race the chain was starting to tighten, but perhaps this is the reason behind that.
Yeah, I could feel loads of vibration just literally right up from the first bend, so kind of trying to go as slow as possible but staying in front, if that makes any sense. But come in, the chain was tight, so we thought it was that was making the vibrations. But the chain didn't go tight that time, but I still felt the vibrations. We come in, stripped it all down, and there's a big crack in the frame, so it's flexing too much. So we're jumping on the other bike now.
Difficult to ride, I guess, when it's doing that to you.
It is, yeah. Not too bad if you're on like a really slick track, but there's plenty of dirt out there tonight, and yeah, that would be catch me out pretty dangerous.
Normally you're a busy man, Richard, with meetings up and down the country, but it seems to have gone quiet, not only for the club here, but for yourself as well. You could, I guess, do with some more bike time.
Yeah, I've never known it so quiet. That week off with the Nations, yeah, it's, I think 2 weeks tomorrow was the last time I rode, so yeah, felt a little bit more nervous in that Heat 1, but got off to a good start, and now I've got a busy spell, so we should be back to normal.
Up to Redcar on Friday with the Pirates, track you like, I know, up there, and a chance for the Pirates to bag some more points on the league table.
Yeah, for sure. We're going well, still unbeaten in the league, so I want to keep that run going. I think we won there last year, so they've upped their form a bit, Redcar, so I think it'll be a bit tougher than what it would have been a month or so ago, but now we're in good spirits, and yeah, I think we want to go top of the table tonight and stay there.
Tonight it's the reserves who are having a little bit of a struggle. Sam and Vinnie not quite with it yet, but I guess you'll be encouraging them and giving them a little tip along the way.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, like I said, the track's a little bit tricky, and they're just struggling with that a bit. I think just more confidence in it more than anything, but yeah, hopefully we'll get them going. Superb.
Thanks for your time. Back to these, and we can see there that Satcher's done the business and the bike's ready to run. So good news, and great to hear from Richard there with all the facts and figures about what was actually happening on track for him. Just a quick walk down the line just to see how things are going. We've got Thomas out in the next race, and he's saying his prayers by the look of it. And we're back with Tom Brennan's bike here, and this is Kyler's mechanic just changing the carburettor on it. I wonder if they've done some jetting alterations, whatever it is. Tom started off with 2 good wins, so no doubt they're looking to keep that going. A gold medalist, of course, Tom, fantastic, and it'll be good if we can get a word with him a little bit later on. Here's Ben. Ben's whistling. What does that mean, Ben? You're whistling. What does that mean?
Nah, no real reason, just waiting around.
It's a little bit heavy out there tonight, and needs to ride it a little bit differently, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of material out there tonight. It's a bit tough when you're behind to be riding close to someone. You know, it's quite a, you don't want to get shot into them and make a disaster. But it's getting a lot better now. They're just moving that material outside and making the inside a little bit more, you know, really raceable. So yeah, it'll be fine.
Under your instructions, I guess.
Helping out, yeah. You're just trying to, you know, get the word from all the boys. You know, we just want to make it the best for everyone to race the hardest we can, and yeah, it's getting a lot better.
Did you watch the Speedway Nations over the weekend?
I did, yeah. You know, the boys done well. It's done well to make the final, but it's tough. You know, tough to win, but they done well. Another medal.
Yeah, and a great meeting really up there. They didn't have the best of weather at the early stages, did they? But the final turned out to be a really good one.
Yeah, it was good that the final was dry, you know, to really show, you know, the calibre of racing. And, yeah, the track was good, and it showed that too, when, you know, you could really race, and everyone race fast and race hard. And, yeah, good work to GB, I suppose.
We got 2 on. Thanks, Ben. Back to you, Scotty, in the grandstand. Hope you enjoyed those interviews. Good to hear from the boys.
Yeah, great stuff, mate. Always good to hear from you over there in the pits. Getting ready for Heat 8, and big thanks to Richard for sending me a little message and saying I was a little bit incorrect. I knew what I was saying. I don't know why I said that the oiler actually mixed the fuel. Of course it doesn't. It does the chain. I knew that. No idea why I said it. But there we go. These things heat at the moment. Thank you, Richard. And thanks for watching. We do appreciate you all joining us. And thanks for your help. It all helps our Pirates TV run smoothly. So 6-point lead here for the Pirates. Going into Heat 8. A few minute last adjustments there for Alfie BOWTELL. He really has struggled with conditions this evening. To score, but here we go. It's Heat 8. This one sponsored by Bournemouth Bedding Centre. In Gate 1 in yellow is Jacob Hook for the Gladiators. He had a race win in Heat 2. Gate 2 in blue, Vinnie FOORD. Gate 3 in white, Alfie BOWTELL. And in Gate 4 in red, Tobias THOMSEN. It looks like Tobias has made an absolute ripper around the outside, and Vinnie's on the inside. So it's the Pirates on a 5-1. BOWTELL in third place for the Gladiators. And at the back, the guy who won Heat 2, Jacob Hook. And it's Tobias THOMSEN out front, looking at his second win of the evening. Vinnie now looks to be getting caught by BOWTELL. BOWTELL is riding a big, hard and fast line around the outside. Vinnie's going to have to move off that inside line. He's heard him coming and moved off it a little and found a bit more drive. That's good work from the young man in blue. He's gone tight now, drifted mid-track. He's got half a lap to go. The Pirates are looking, the fans are looking for a 5-1 here. A look over his shoulder, and Vinnie FOORD brings it home. It's red, blue, white and yellow as they come over the line. 5-1 heat advantage in favour of the Pirates. You heard on my microphone what the fans thought of that. The two Pirates come round together. And you can see what that means to Vinnie FOORD as well. And here we go. Tobias THOMSEN and his little donuts. What a showman he is. Crowd favourite. And you can see fist pump for him too. Pretty stoked for that win. So here's the confirmation of the Heat 8 result. It's a win in red for Tobias THOMSEN off of Gate 4 and second in blue. His first points of the evening was Vinnie FOORD for the Pirates. In third was Alfie BOWTELL in white for the Gladiators, and in fourth was Jacob Hook in yellow for the Gladiators. So our match score after 8 heats is 29 to the Pirates, 19 to the Gladiators. Pirates open up a 10-point lead. And there we go. Come on, the man wants adulation. He's just won the heat. Nicely done by Tobias THOMSEN there. No signs of that injury from a couple of weeks ago. The one thing with gaps in the calendar, if you are injured, sometimes you need them. I know a lot of riders are saying they've not been riding and missing out on rides, but Tobias THOMSEN, the extra time with that injury would have been brilliant for him. So we move on to Heat 9. This one's sponsored by the Pirates. It doesn't have a sponsor. So Gate 1 in white is Ben Barker for the Gladiators. Gate 2 in blue, Zach Cook for the Pirates. He won first time out. Gate 3 in yellow is Joe Thompson, the Gladiators. And in Gate 4 in red is Ben Cook, the Pirates captain. Track seems to be settling down a wee bit now. Zach Cook there still got the tinted visor on, and the sun is just going down behind a building in the trees here. As soon as that sun goes down here at Wimborne Road, you get that sea breeze. It goes from t-shirt weather to jumper weather. Here we go then, we're away on Heat 9. Zach's made a beauty off the inside. He's got over Ben Barker. Ben Barker then headed to the hills to try and cut off Ben Cook round the outside, but Ben Cook was already there in his way. So The Pirates on yet another 5-1 at the moment. Can Barker do anything about this Pirates rampage at the minute? Captain Cook is out front in red, followed by the birthday boy Zach Cook in blue. Barker doesn't seem to look like he can catch up and do anything about this. In fact, the rider in yellow, Joe Thompson, looks to be being a bit quicker than Barker. But it's the boys from the Pirates bringing home a 5-1, red, blue, white and yellow. The second heat in succession. 5-1 in the favour of the Pirates. The Pirates open up a 14-point lead here on the night. We do know that the Coliseum is a specialist track down there at Plymouth and maybe going to need these aggregates. So here's the confirmation of the Heat 9 result. It's a win for Ben Cook in red for the Pirates. Second home, followed home by his brother in blue, Zach Cook. Third, hard charging and hard trying Ben Barker, but couldn't make any inroads in white for the Gladiators. And in fourth was Joe Thompson for the Gladiators. So our match score after 9 heats now 34 to the Pirates, 20 to the Gladiators. The Pirates open up a 14-point lead. It's their fourth 5-1 of the evening. And here we are in our commentary. As you can see, I've gone to the hoodie. The sun's gone down. The sun has gone down. So I've managed to sneak my hoodie on in the last track grade. 2 minutes is on from our referee, Paul Carrington. Lawson keen to come out on a fresh bike. We heard that he has a cracked frame on his main bike. Could feel the vibration in heat 1. Thought it was the tight chain, wasn't that. Came back in and after further inspection found cracked subframe in heat 2, or cracked frame, so that means more expense for Richard Lawson for a frame. It's a change of machinery also, so it goes on to bike 2. So here we go, Heat 10, sponsored by Pirate Cast. Gate 1 in yellow, Kyle Newman for the Gladiators. Gate 2 in blue, Tobias Thompson for the Pirates. He has 2 wins to his name tonight. Gate 3 in white is Drew Kemp, having a very indifferent night here for the Gladiators. And in Gate 4 in red is the Rocket Man Richard Lawson for the Pirates. 1 race win and 1 second for him this evening so far. Here we go. Oh, a little jump start. I think that, will it be pulled back? No, it's not pulled back because Newman penalised himself. The Rocket Man goes round the outside of Drew Kemp in white. Now Tobias Thompson will take chase. I don't know what happened there to Carl Newman, but he's down on the track face first. The race will have to be stopped. I have no idea. It looked like the engine just, I don't know whether the engine packed up or whether it looks some sort of mechanical issue for sure for Newman. Second time he's been down on the shell this evening. He will be excluded. That's the cause of the stoppage for sure, and the rider, the yellow light comes on. We hope he's okay. And there's a little look around, a healthy crowd again this evening here. Have a right runner Wednesdays coming now through July and August until the end of the championship, which is only about 7 weeks' time now. It's hard to believe, isn't it? And he's holding his hand there, Newman. Mechanic there sorting the bike. I'm unsure what the issue is.
Once again, thanks for your respect and support. Give a round of applause for rider Dan. He's heading back, and he will not be able to take part in the restart though. 3 riders only will come back to the restart.
Seems to be an issue there with the bike, but we'll have a look. That was as the race was stopped and Newman sat on the floor. Yeah, mechanical issue there. That would tell me possibly blown or seized engine. The black wheel is not turning. You see the bike being carried back to the pits, and here's the start. He penalised himself there, Newman, by making a little jump start, so the referee let it go. Tobias Thompson keeps him clamped to the inside. Lawson goes round the outside just at the back. Newman starts his slide, and then all of a sudden, I don't know whether it grips, but it just looks like the way that that's happened, whether he threw a chain going in, because the wheel is spinning there on the floor. No idea, but the medical team will go and check him over. He's quite clearly holding onto his wrist when he left. Sun goes down and the moon comes up. Track staff there start to repair a hole, by the looks of it, made by maybe a foot peg or a handlebar handle. So riders come back round for the rerun of Heat 10, which will only have one solitary gladiator in the heat. Expected maybe to be a tactical, but why would you do a tactical while Richard Lawson is out? He's managed somehow to get all the tapes hooked up in his forks as he turned around to try and do a bit of goggle clearing. Drew Kemp is back in gate 3. So gate 1, no rider in yellow, cause of the stoppage. Gate 2 in blue is Tobias Thompson. Gate 3 is Drew Kemp in white for the Gladiators, the sole Gladiator, and gate 4, Richard Lawson for the Pirates. He'll be open to make a better start this time round and not have to do the hard work around the outside to go round Drew Kemp. So just 3 riders in this one. Heat 10 is away again, and Kemp's made a good one and got over the top of Tobias Thompson. Going round the outside, finds a bit of grip there. He's done well as Drew Kemp, done well there, but Lawson is now hot on his heels. Kemp has found a bit of grip out wide. Lawson tried the cutback off the start, but it didn't quite work, and now we seem to have a berm of soil, of shale around the outside, which is propelling the riders onwards and upwards. Lawson now tries the inside on Drew Kemp, just show him that he's there. Lawson's now lost his steel shoe by the looks of things. He's dragging a steel shoe in second place. So Lawson having an eventful night with equipment this evening. Drew Kemp still out front. Lawson unable to really put his foot down too much. But it's going to be a win for the rider in white, Drew Kemp. Second, Richard Lawson in red, and third in blue, Tobias Thompson. It's his evening's racing with a third possibly. It's a win for the rider in right. It's a 3-all heat score. It's the result of Heat 10. Here's your winner. Result of Heat 10. Here it is. It's a win for the rider in white, Drew Kemp. Second in red, without a steel shoe, Richard Lawson. Third in blue, Tobias THOMSEN, and obviously Carl Newman did not partake. So our match score after 10 heats is 37 to the Pirates, 23 to the Gladiators. Here we go off the start. Drew Kemp was away, got over the top of Tobias THOMSEN, headed straight up for the dirt. He hit the dirt, it kicked him up, stood him upright, hit the dirt again outside the pit turn. By then, he'd got away from Lawson, and going into turn one here, Lawson then goes for the big one on the outside. Kemp is already there. It's like a train track. If the rider's already on the same line, if you're the same speed, you will never get by him. So 2 minutes is on the clock. We head into Heat 11. Heat 11 sponsored by Heat Link Fabrication, who fabricated a super camera stand here for our main stand camera. We thank them for that. Their ongoing support of the club also. Here we go. Riders for Heat 11. Just waiting for one rider around at tape, so it's Heat 11 sponsored by Link Fabrication. In gate 1, Tom Brennan in red for the Pirates. He's got 2 wins to his name. Gate 2 in white is Nico COVATTI for the Gladiators. He won last time out. Gate 3 in blue, Sam Hagen for the Pirates. And in gate 4 in yellow is Alfie BOWTELL. He's having a struggle here tonight for the Gladiators. Here we go then, Heat 11, away we go, and COVATTI absolutely missed the start. I don't know what happened there, but he's now pulled up at the back, and it's the Pirates out front again. Brennan leading it, Sam Hagen in second in blue, and third in yellow, Alfie BOWTELL. It looks like it could have been an issue for COVATTI's machinery. But oblivious to that, out front, Tom Brennan. Second, Sam Hagen. And third is BOWTELL. Racing a little processional in this one. BOWTELL will be looking to try and get up on Sam Hagen. Sam Hagen made a little mess going into turn 3 there. BOWTELL has caught a couple of bike lengths. Now going wide, trying to grab the big one round the outside. He really is making inroads into Sam Hagen, but oh, he's made a bit of a mess of that turn. Flat tracked it. It's a win for the rider in red, blue, and then followed home by yellow. It's a 5-1 heat advantage in favour of the Pirates. Here comes your winner, Tom Brennan. Second place man. Confirmation of the heat result. Heat 11, 5-1 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. It was a win for Tom Brennan in red for the Pirates. Second in blue was Sam Hagen. Third in yellow was Alfie BOWTELL, and failing to finish, the mechanical issue was Nico COVATTI. So points lead stretch now to 18 for the Pirates. It's 42 to the Pirates, 24 to the Gladiators after 11 heats. 60.12. Second in blue, Sam Hagen. Third in yellow, Alfie BOWTELL. Pirates really turning the screw here. We will now have a track grade and head over to the pits and our roaming reporter, Rob Dyer.
Extra time now, breather between heats 11 and
Here we go. This is COVATTI's issue. I will carry on here. Is this a reoccurrence of the injury? Did he drop the clutch and wasn't able to hold on? And that's why he is now in the medical team. Hopefully we can find out something from our roaming reporter Rob Dyer.
take home a souvenir or even a gift for a friend or loved one.
Well, back in pit lane, and the Gladiators there just having a team chat with Garry May, trying to promote some better scores from his side. It's becoming a little bit difficult, as you've seen already, the Pirates starting to move away from the Gladiators. And of course this aggregate bonus point is so very vital, and Pirates of course will be wishing to put as many points on the board as they can to take down to the Coliseum when the fixtures are rearranged down there. Now notice that Nico COVATTI is just to the side of us here, and he's having some treatment from the paramedic there, and they're looking at his forearm on the right hand side, and some pretty grimaces from him, so we won't stay with Nico too long. We'll allow him to get the treatment that he needs. Meantime, we'll walk down the Pirates line. Richard Lawson, who has clearly run over a black cat tonight with cracked frames, tight chains, and now a steel shoe going amiss. So let's hope that Richard has a little bit better luck when he gets back out on track in heat number 13. And I'll try and get a word in a minute with Tom Brennan for you, because I'm sure with a gold medal in his pocket, he'll be absolutely thrilled to take that home. So a little bit of mechanical wizardry to take place there as Tom describes what he needs to be done. And his getting more race wins under his belt is more important than him speaking to us. Tom, on the live stream, first of all, congratulations, good night so far.
Good night so far. We still have another 2 races yet, so well, hopefully 2 races. So yeah, still a lot to play for.
And let's look back at the weekend. Gold medal in your pocket.
Yeah.
More of a supporting role than a riding role, but you have to be there.
Yeah, it was more of a Team OGB's mascot for today, but it was one of those things. We all sort of chipped in, and yeah, to sort of be celebrating with them afterwards definitely felt a little bit odd, because obviously I knew that I hadn't really contributed too much, but it's obviously a team effort. Someone had to do it, and I was there, and I was willing to, ready to go if they needed me. And yeah, the boys rode absolutely amazing, and they managed to turn it around at the end, and it was a fantastic night for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And the experience that you gained from that, obviously you can carry that forward into future meetings.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we were just like a big sponge, right? So we had to like take everything in and rinse it out now. So no, everything's all good. I'm happy, and had a pretty much a good week off to kind of recover, and we're here now. So
looking around, you're going to face some of those boys in the SON when you get to Cardiff for the Grand Prix, so yeah. A few scouts to be taken there.
Oh, exactly that. Look, we're ready, we're excited. We have like a little things that we're kind of working on now, and yeah, things are progressing nicely. So hopefully when it kind of gets around to Cardiff time, we should be nice and settled, and sort of treat it as a underpaid open meeting. That's the way.
Last question. You're a busy man. You're in Sweden. You're in Poland. You're here. How are you finding the schedules?
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously, wouldn't I want it any other way? I mean, I have to thank obviously all of my family, and obviously Kyle and my mechanic in Poland, because everybody's working overtime to kind of get all this ready. Also Kristen, my girlfriend behind the scenes, is kind of organising stuff, and yeah, we have to be prepared. We're ready. We have a very busy schedule, but fortunately, I have very good people around me that kind of keep me on track.
Well, you're having a great night so far. Keep kicking on. Thanks, Tom. Let's just walk down the line and wonder if we can get a quick word with Vinnie FOORD after his very successful run out in heat number 8. Let's just see if we can dive in. Here we come. He's He's been waiting for this all night. Vinny, on the live stream, congratulations. Heat number 8 and big 5-1 with Thomas. You must be thrilled to bits.
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. I come in after my second ride and I was a bit gutted, a bit down in the dumps. I changed a few things on the bike and, yeah, I set it up to sort of work out the start, and it certainly did that, made it an easy ride for me.
You probably heard Alfie BOWTELL getting closer and closer and closer as the race went on. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I heard it. I just got to keep calm, sort of thing, keep collective, and just ride a safe race, sort of thing.
Start of the meeting, the conditions are a bit heavy out there, but it's evened out now, I think, and it looks to be much, much better. Yeah,
it was real heavy at the start. It was just soon. If you was at the back, you was getting filled in, like, without a doubt. Now it's it's definitely improved, and I can't wait to go out next heat.
Another one to come then. Same again.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sure you will. Keep it going. Thanks very much indeed for your time, Vinny. There's Vinny. Well done to him for a paid win. He must be absolutely thrilled with that. And let's just slide down the line again. Tom Brennan's out on the centre at the moment, talking to Nigel Leahy. I'm just going to quickly zoom in with Zach because Zach's having a good night. Zach, we're on the live stream. I'll shake hands with you. Good night so far for you?
Yeah, it's been all right. Making a few decent starts, so that's helping. The track's come good now, but it was very tricky early on. But now they're working well.
Yeah. It has been a little bit up and down over the last few weeks here, but is this the way you like it?
Oh, by now it is, yeah. The track early on is a bit inconsistent and it's sort of hard to know what it's going to do, so therefore it's a bit hard to sort of race. But no, it's come good now. It should produce a good bit of racing. There's a fair bit of dirt out wide, so no, it's all right, yeah.
And the calendar gets a bit busy now with meetings every week and the away fixtures sliding in, and you must be grateful for that because being off the bike is no fun for you guys, is it?
Yeah, it's been very inconsistent for some reason this year, I don't know, but yeah, we've had 2 weeks off since the last time we were here, and yeah, home fixtures especially have been very spread out and sort of hit and miss, but and we've been sort of lacking the away fixtures, so as I said, they're starting to come back now, and yeah, a bit more consistency at home, so get the boys on sort of a bit of momentum and keep the ball rolling, and a few more points on the board would be good.
Trip to Redcar on Friday night, track everybody seems to like to go to. Is it one of your favourites?
Yeah, it is good. I like it up there, and so it's sort of all the boys in this team, so we've seemed to have done well up there, and yeah, it feels like a while since I've been there, but no, looking forward to it, and yeah, it should be good.
Well, keep it going tonight, Zach, and again on Friday, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
There's Zach. Good to hear Zach in a positive frame of mind. And I think we just have a look along the pool line there. You can see a little bit of a conflab there with Sam, Ben and Richard. No doubt they're talking tactics, talking turkey. And background with the Plymouth side. Just a little look down the line just to see what's happening. Work's going on, obviously, to get themselves prepped for the last few heats of the evening. So there we are. We'll come to an end there. And I'll pass you back up to Scotty in the grandstand, who can take over commentary to the end of the meeting.
Thanks there, Rob. Yeah, good stuff, as always. Good, interesting content. Good to hear Vinny's thoughts there. I'm showing me age here. He looks like one of the Backstreet Boys, doesn't he, with that hairstyle? But the 90s boy band, that, as if you don't know. Those of you that do know, he looks a little bit more like Jack Grealish these days from Man City. Anyway, gate stats, let's have a look. So the gate's starting to even up now. Still 4 race wins from gate 1. 1 from gate 2, 4 from gate 3, 2 from gate 4. It's the points that are always the interesting bit. And the points aren't too far away now. They're starting to even themselves up. And here we go with the team scores. Lawson 7+1. Good night for Tobias THOMSEN at 8+1. It's good stuff from him. Tom Brennan sat there on 3 wins. We'll go over to the Gladiators side, and Nico COVATTI and Drew Kemp and Ben Barker seem to be the main ones. Jacob Hook's had a good start. to the meeting. Had a duck there in his last one, but 18 points deficit. The guys are going to have to try and bring that back. We heard Garry May saying that he wanted to autograph galore there for Sam Hagon, signing a Poole shirt. That's all good. Comes with being a superstar, Sam. So I'm told. Very happy Dan Ford there. Seems pleased with proceedings at the moment, which is always good news. Had a good chat with his reserve there. What a pick as reserve that has turned out to be in this 2024 season. You can see the home crowd. Good crowd there on this. There's a bit of banking there on turn one, so you can stand right at the back up against the fence and see over the front ones. There's Garry May having a mid-meeting coffee. Hope that's decaf, Garry May. We don't want your stress levels too high. Yeah, looking back at the race card, the Pirates tonight have had 5 5-1s already with 4 heats to go. And that's been the telling factor. The Gladiators having just the 3 race winners. That's what's been causing their problem. COVATTI there with an ice pack on his arm. Obviously that was the problem there. Well, he pulled out at the start. Whether he's 100% fit is doubtful. Good gathering down there on bend 4 as well. Drew Kemp sat on his bike ready to go. And I hate to tell you, Drew, we've got no track staff out here yet at the minute, other than our 2 start marshals. The gate guys are in position. There's our start marshals out there doing a bit of white lining. Garry May still having a conflab with Nico COVATTI there. We're going to head to a short VT. And yeah, so let's go for it. 13 in gate 1 will be Dan Thompson in white for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow, the hard charging, ever trying Ben Barker for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in blue, that'll be Ben Cook for the Pirates. Away we go. Heat 13's underway. Good start from Lawson, and he clamps Dan Thompson to the inside. Barker was going around the outside. Here comes the big dive bomb from him. He drifts too wide. Lawson then cuts his nose back off. Barker's coming up the inside. Is he going to be able to hold that? No way. Ben Cook knew that, so he goes tight. Barker still squeezes through up against the fence. Now it's Cook round the outside in blue, trying to get on Barker. Barker sees him coming. Cook keeps it pinned. He's gone high and wide. Now he will do the big cut back. He's got his wheels in line sooner, and he passes Barker. Barker is that left stood like he was standing still. The Pirates duo are out front, and the boys have been made work really hard for this by the Gladiators. But now they're there. Can they hold on? They seem to be stretching their lead. It's the Rocket Man out front. He's going to make it a 5-1. It's red, blue. So there we go. Live action is back here with you as we start Heat 12. But we do have to say that Nico COVATTI and Kyle Newman both have injuries and are out of the meeting. So the Proud Park Gladiators are now down to 5 riders. Here we go with Heat 12, sponsored by Fry's Electrical Limited. They're our match sponsors this evening, I believe. And in gate 1 is Captain Cook in red for the Pirates. In gate 2 in yellow is Joe Thompson for the Gladiators. In gate 3 in blue is Vinnie FOORD for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in white is Drew Kemp for the Gladiators. He's had the potential to have a really good night, Drew Kemp, and has been making starts, but a couple of errors early doors found him in no man's land. Not scoring points, but there we go. Flashing the green light on is our referee. We're down to 10 seconds on the time clock. These guys have got to go in, otherwise they will be excluded for not being ready at the start. So our start marshal, Colin, he's away. Carrington holds the tapes a bit long there. Didn't affect Ben Cook on the inside. He's worked Drew Kemp up to the fence and made it work for him. So he's out front. Drew Kemp's in second in white. In third is Joe Thompson for the Gladiators, and at the back is Vinnie FOORD. Drew Kemp grabs a bit of grip on the inside but gets away with it. All out of shape. Hits the big berm and it thrusts him forward, and he nearly did the same down there in turn 2 to Drew Kemp in right. Oblivious to all that, Ben Cook out front. He's stretching his lead. Vinnie now starting to make inroads on Joe Thompson. Can he get there up the inside? No, I don't think he's got enough now with just half a lap to go. He's going to have to hope for a mistake of Joe Thompson to win. It's red, white, yellow and blue as they come over the line. 3-all heat score is the result of heat 12. The Gladiators slim the tide a little bit. The 3-all heat score. A one-footed wheelie from Captain Cook shows how he felt about that. So here's a confirmation of your heat 12 result. It's a winning red for Ben Cook of the Pirates. In second, Drew Kemp got out of shape a couple of times in white but managed to hold on to second. He picks up a couple of points. Third was Joe Thompson in yellow, and at the back was Vinnie FOORD in blue for the Pirates. So our match score after 12 heats, 45 to the Pirates, 27 to the Gladiators. The Pirates still hold their 18-point lead to take down to the Coliseum, because these guys are track experts down at the Coliseum. They beat us down there on our last visit, 47-43. So we know the Gladiators are good at home, so that all-important aggregate point could come into play come the end of the league. And the more of those aggregate points you can get, the better it will be. You want to be top of the league, and choosing your opponents is the goal. And here's Flores Electrical there. We saw them coming out onto centre green to watch heat 13 from here. Flores Electrical, sponsors of heat 12, but also sponsors of the meeting this evening here at Wimborne Road. You cannot race Speedway without these sponsors helping, keeping our club afloat, as well as the supporters coming every week, and as well as you guys at Pirates TV watching our stream. We appreciate it. So heat 13 is sponsored by Global Heating, and in gate 1 in white is Jacob Hook for the Gladiators. Gate 2 in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. Gate 3 is Ben Barker for the Gladiators, and gate 4 Tom Brennan in blue for the Pirates. Jacob Hook comes in white, obviously, for the injured Nico COVATTI. He takes no further part in the meeting. Heat 13, away we go. And the Pirates seem to have made a good one again. Lawson looks over his shoulder and sees Brennan on his way. It's Barker in third in yellow. Jacob Hook at the back in white. It's all, to all intents and purposes, looking like another 5-1 in the favour of the Pirates. They have dominated the tail end of this meeting here over the Gladiators. And you have concern for the Gladiators because losing 2 riders again this evening is not the time of year they want to be losing riders in their chase for 4th place to try and make the playoffs. It's the Poole boys a good half a straight away from the Gladiators. It's red, blue, I think it was yellow and white as they went over the line.
2 riders there, I think both wanted a bonus point. What do you think?
Red, blue, yellow and white. It's a 5-1 heat advantage once more to the Pirates. Nice wheelie from Tom Brennan there. Here we go, the result and confirmation of the result. Heat 13, a win for Richard Lawson in red. Second place goes to Tom Brennan in blue. Third is Ben Barker in yellow, and fourth at the back, Jacob Hook. So, match score after 13 heats. The match is won. It's 50 to the Pirates, 28 to the Gladiators. Pirates open up a 22-point lead with 2 heats to go. As you can see, I mentioned earlier about the track gets ripped up there on the starts. So the starts are pretty grippy. As you can see, the bikes really dig down with some ruts there only after 13 heats, sorry. Some big ruts there, and you can see some tyre marks as the racers come back over those ruts during the meeting.
The rider in white will be a tactical substitute. It'll be Drew Kemp as a tactical substitute for the rider in white, Kyle Newman.
So we are hearing heat 14. Drew Kemp comes in place of the injured Kyle Newman as a tactical substitute. So Drew Kemp comes in heat 14. Scored 6 points already this evening from 4 rides. We'll get a 5th ride here. See the Pirates faithful giving us a little wave, some of them here before heat 14. A little extra time being given because Jacob Hook is out with 2 for 2 on the bounce, and there's your entrance into that first turn. Looking back across to the pits. See Drew Kemp there. You can see Nigel Leahy, the chap down forward on centre green. And promoter here at Poole. There are 2 start marshals in their rather fetching outfits. Yep, thumbs up lads, we're all looking good. And 2 minutes has been put on now by referee Paul Carrington. And that sees Zach Cook head out to track. He finds himself off of gate 3. He will have the fast starting Drew Kemp on the inside of him, coming in as a tactical substitute. So the sun has well and truly gone down now. The track lights are on here at Wimborne Road and being effective. Still not a cloud in the sky. So all good news. Especially for any farmers that got hay on the floor, that's good. So here we go then, Heat 14. Sponsored by Maidment Properties Limited. Gate 1 in blue for the Pirates is Sam Hagon. Gate 2 in white is the tax substitute, Drew Kemp. Gate 3 in red is Zach Cook for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in yellow is Jacob Hook for the Gladiators. Zach Cook, it was his birthday on Monday. Will the rider in red? Will it be his birthday in this heat? Can he win this one? So our riders are ready, our start marshal's ready, our referee is ready and lets the tapes go, and into the first turn goes the fast starting Drew Kemp once more. Zach Cook does a bit of a cutback. They are level going into turn 3. Kemp is wide in the dirt. Zach is a little bit mid-track. It's Kemp that comes out the victor of that duel as it starts. In third is Jacob Hook. Oh, up the inside, nearly Zach Cook. Third is Jacob Cook in yellow. It's a 4-2 heat advantage to the Gladiators. The back is Sam Hagon, unusual for him. Drew Kemp drifts wide into the dirty stuff out on the outside of turn 2, gets some grip and goes. Zach is now out there with him. Kemp will drift wide. Zach will try and stay tight here and get a run up the inside. Not to be. He's got half a lap to do something about it. But it looks like it's going to be Drew Kemp's race. It's a win for the rider in white. Drew Kemp, red, yellow and blue as they come off the line, over the line. 4-2 heat advantage to the Gladiators.
In heat 14, second race.
Claws another 2 points back on that aggregate. There is your heat winner in white, Drew Kemp. Much happier on that one. So, confirmation of the heat 14 result. It's a win for Drew Kemp in white for the Gladiators. In second is Zach Cook in red for the Pirates. In third was Jacob Hook in yellow for the Gladiators, and at the back was Sam Hagon. 4-2 heat advantage was the result of heat 14, and the match score after 14 heats, it's 52 to the Pirates, 32 to the Gladiators.
Jacob Hook and fourth in blue, Sam Hagon. 4-2 to the Gladiators, picking up a race win of their own, and it's 52 to the Pirates, 32 to the Gladiators.
As you can see there, for heat
61.07.
15, we'll know his riders who are coming out. We always have a little guessing game here at Pirates TV, trying to work out who's going to come back out. I think Zach's only got the red helmet in his hand there because he's just come in.
Heat 15 will be getting the Pirates over here for a post-match.
Looks like more work going on with Brennan's bike here. So I'm guessing he's going to be out in some way, shape or capacity. Yeah, cover off, clutch cover off to get maximum heat cooling around that clutch for Richard Lawson. Marty there still in his chair. There's phone back home saying he's injured again. Garry May there looking at his programme to see who should be coming out. Looks like Barker's coming out in yellow. Marcy looking pretty down there. It's definitely an arm injury for him. There we go, people filling in their programs. I'm sure we will find out very shortly who will be contesting Heat 15. Tobias Thompson there, chatting with Vinnie FOORD. The legend that is John Davis there. Former Pirate. A regular here. Down. JD, always the showman. He doesn't need a bike and a flashy set of leathers with dangly tassels. Remember him back with those in the 80s.
Heat number 15, and it looks like this. Come on, everyone.
So,
Ready to make some noise. The Pirates are on top. Give it up first of all.
Pirates.
The rider in red. On behalf of the Pirates, it will be Ben Cook.
Ben Cook comes out in red for the Pirates in Heat 15.
By the man in blue helmet colour, Tom Brennan.
He is partnered by Tom Brennan in blue. You may be hearing this over the tannoy as I hear it. Drew Kemp will be coming out after that heat win in Heat 14. And Ben Barker, probably the only one looking at the points that would want to come back out and give it another go. Now, Gladiators would have had the pick of Gates here, I believe, having lost the toss. So, have they chosen 2 and 4, with 1 and 3 being so successful? We can only guess. We can only guess. Kemp's going to be the last one round to the line. So here we go. Heat 15, sponsored by Morris Homes. Gate 1 in red is Ben Cook. He's having a great night on 10 points for the Pirates. In Gate 2, Drew Kemp 9+1. Keeps scoring double figures when he comes here. He's having a good night. He's in white on Gate 2. Gate 3, Tom Brennan, 11+1 for him in blue for the Pirates. He's on a paid max. And in Gate 4 in yellow is Ben Barker for the Gladiators, and he's on 6 points. Usually goes a little better than that here. But still got time with 1 heat to go. One thing we do know about Barker, he likes the deep stuff on the outside, and he's a hard charger. So here we go then. Takes rise on Heat 15, and it's Drew Kemp is there with Ben Cook. Kemp goes up to the big stuff. He's going to go around the outside, surely. Yes, he does. Takes the lead from Ben Cook. Brennan didn't quite make the start in second. He's now looking a little quicker than Cook, but looking to get past him. Now Ben Barker having a little sneaky look on the inside of Brennan, going around the pit turn. But it's now Drew Kemp out front, finding a bit of speed. Ben Cook is into it now. If he's right up the exhaust pipe of Drew Kemp. Drew Kemp makes a mistake here. Ben Cook will show him the front wheel. Kemp now out front, looking good. He's come in a little bit tighter, hits the big stuff around the outside, has made a little mistake, but still there. And as we come to the line, this is going to be an impressive win for Drew Kemp in white. Red and blue as they come over the line. It's a 3-all heat score for the Gladiators there, and they really have stemmed the tide as the meeting has gone on. There's your heat winner in white, the former Pirate from 2022, Drew Kemp. Rapturous applause there, generous applause from the Pirates fans. Appreciate good racing down here on the south coast. So here's the confirmation of your heat score. It was 3-3, confirmation of heat 15 result. It's a win for Drew Kemp in white. Second in red was Ben Cook for the Pirates. Third was Tom Brennan in blue, and at the back was Ben Barker in yellow. So after 15 heats, the max score for the evening, it's 55 to the Pirates, 35 to the Gladiators. The 2 points go to the Pirates. They take a 20-point lead down to the Coliseum for the away leg.
Ben Cook, third in blue, Tom Brennan, and fourth in yellow, Ben Barker.
Team scores, Richard Lawson there, 10+1 for him. Good night for Tobias THOMSEN, 8+1. Ben Cook, a good 12 pick up there, +1 for him. Tom Brennan, 12+2. Good stuff from him. We go over to the Gladiators side, and the only real stuff that was coming back at them really was Drew Kemp. Again, an astute guest, 12+1 for him, a good night for him. Ben Barker picks up the 6, and Jacob Hook, the other rider of note, 5+1. Exactly the same as what he scored here last time. So, all riders come and do interviews here out the front of the stadium for the fans leave. We'd like to thank you, our main cameraman Rob Hayden, roaming camera Paul Hague, presenter and commentator some dart fella Scott Mitchell, pitch reporter Rob Dyer, big thanks to him, stadium presenter Nigel Leahy, and of course our main man down in the dungeon, our producer Andy Hague. Our next home meeting on the live stream is a championship meeting against the Scunthorpe Scorpions, and that is going to be a beaut. That's on the 24th of July. We'd love you to join us again for that. So I'm gonna sign off now and leave you with Nigel Leahy and the interviews, and we will see you next week, hopefully, on Pirates TV.
Practice starts himself in a short while once we've interviewed the riders. Let's have a quick word next of all to give it up, please, for Zach Cook. That was next in the firing line. Zach, a good night for you tonight. A win on the board, some pay points as well. Must be happy with that, making the start as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see the ones tonight. Yeah, I was happy with tonight. Would like to win that last time, but we were only another night.
I think we could forgive you because Ben had a go, you had a go, and Richard had a go. We got all three of you, so we'll let you off on that one. Track conditions tonight, tricky to start with, I think, but start to come back a bit later in the race.
Yeah, it was sort of down to start with, but coming in 10 it was beautiful, and towards the end of the night was nice. But it was good, and good win for the boys, and we're top of the table now, so it's nice.
That's the way we want to stay. Thank you, Zach Cook. Up next, this man, he's made it back to the Pirates, and I know how pleased we are to see him. We had a bit of a scare with an injury, but it turned out okay in the end for Vinnie FOORD. These guys were absolutely loving heat number 8 and that second place. I think it meant as much to you, if not a lot more.
Yeah, I was absolutely buzzing to go from falling off every meet in the championship so far, to not fall off and get the paper with 3 years. It's unreal. You just, I don't know, it's unreal.
We don't get better than that, and I'm going to say, if people said to you, just calm down, the points are going to come.
Yeah, they definitely told me I've got 4 laps to go in, and I just want to chill out.
I think you did a great job tonight, well done. Vinnie FOORD, everyone! We'll do one more before rider of the night, and we're going to ask this guy to come up. He's the captain, of course. Give it up for our Ben Cook. Ben, I said that you, Zach and Richard a while ago, but you didn't manage to get past Drew Kemp. We'll forgive you for that. On the whole, though, you've got to be happy with it as a captain of a team performance like that.
Yeah, it was a good performance from the boys, a little bit better from myself tonight as well, which is good, but yeah, you know, I can't complain at all. You know, the boys dug in deep and showed what we can do around here, and I think we're only going to keep getting better as well.
I said after one of your race wins, you're looking like the real deal. How much of a difference is it how busy you are with the Premiership, with what's going on here, and of course in Poland as well? You're now on the bike 100%.
Yeah, it definitely helps for sure. You know, the busier you are, you know, the more you can learn and the better you get, I guess. But to be honest, I've changed up a bit of equipment here, and it's the first time tonight really I've actually felt comfortable around here and had some speed, which is nice. So yeah, bits to work on and keep it going for now.
Keep it going and stay at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ben Cook. And if I ask our sponsors to come forward, representing Stride Electrical, we have Matt Fry and we also have Penny, who's going to make a presentation to our rider of the night, who they have selected to be Tobias THOMSEN. Tobias has done nothing but entertain all week, all season long rather, and we love to see his celebrations at the end of each race when he's done well, and so he's a very welcome addition to the Pirates. Give it up one more time then please, Tobias THOMSEN. Tobias, a Rider of the Night award. I think at the moment you've got 2 on the board, this makes 3, and you are the most decorated Rider of the Night.
Oh, wow, didn't see that coming, huh? Oh. Amazing, I've made some stars on the good, right? Oh, but good night for sure.
A good night indeed, and yeah, you made a couple of good starts tonight. Looking at the scoreboard there, your heat 1, that really was a cracker. And of course, Richard, he wanted to get you, he wanted that bonus point, he got you in front, but you'll take it?
Yeah, I'll take that any day, mate, for sure.
And how about your schedule, your travelling, etc.? Not taking it out of you and you're enjoying your time here at Wimborne Road?
Yeah, for sure, I'm enjoying it 100% every time, and that's the main thing. It's fun to race here, so I want to keep coming, so that's for sure, yeah.
And the fans, they do love your celebrations, and I know that you like the interaction with them.
Yeah, of course, that's why we come out. We need to give them something back for coming out every week, and I'm happy to do it. I enjoy it as much as they do. So.
That's great words. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round-up from Tobias THOMSEN. Alright, we will wrap it up there, and thank you for sticking around and listening to our little round-up here on the Greyhound track. Remember, we're back here now every week until the end of August, so keep your calendars free on a Wednesday night. Come back and see us again next week. It's the visit of the Scunthorpe Scorpions. We are indeed with the Scunthorpe Scorpions on Wednesday next, the 24th of July. Come back and see us then. So please, everybody, safe journey home, look after each other, and thank you for coming out tonight. A good night, everybody.